We have seen a trend over time and recently in which prosecutors are more and more eager and willing to charge second-degree murder in cases where a drunk driver causes an accident and a third party is killed. And it used to be reserved for the most extreme cases. I mean, situations where a person had multiple prior convictions for DUI, and they've been through DUI school and they've had every chance, every break, but they decide to get plastered and they're going 100 miles an hour down the road. These sort of extreme cases is where we would see DUI murder charges. But recently, prosecutors have started to charge it in less serious cases where the person has a lower BAC, where the driving's not that reckless, where they have maybe one prior. Sometimes even when they have no priors. And the law of second-degree murder says that it has to be a wanton disregard for a known risk. And this is this is a legal quandary because on one hand, you could argue that everybody knows drunk driving is dangerous. I mean, if you've grown up in American society and you've watched TV and you read the news and you pay attention at all, you know that it's dangerous to drive drunk. So everybody knows the risk. But really, second-degree murder is more a situation where you have a special reason to know the risk, based on your background, a particular appreciation for the danger here, which usually is prior DUI convictions where you've gone through DUI school. But we've seen cases where, somebody was a paramedic, and they got charged with a DUI murder or Watson murder. And the DA has said, well, as a paramedic, they've gone to the scene and they've seen accidents where people have been injured from a DUI, from a drunk driver. And so because of that, they have a special appreciation. So, it doesn't necessarily entail that they have these prior DUI convictions, although that certainly makes it easier for the prosecutor to sort of prove their case and to kind of inflame the jury. But more and more, we're seeing situations where they may not even have a prior DUI conviction, where the BAC is relatively low, where the driving is not that bad, where usually it would just be a vehicular manslaughter, but the DAs are more and more eager now to charge DUI murder. And the consequences could not be more draconian for the defendant, because if they're convicted of murder, they're looking at 15 to life in state prison and in all likelihood, really spending the rest of their life in prison.